a multimedia platform that seeks to bridge ancient wisdom with modern day aspirations. Joining us is the founder and CEO of The Ideal Life, Mark Congdon, alongside Coach Brett, certified coach with Brett Groller Coaching. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
So Mark, The Ideal Life, that's a steep name for a business. Where did this idea come from?
So this idea came really from my personal journey to deal with chronic stress and anxiety I have in my own life. So I've dealt with depression and trying to deal with the stress. I didn't really know where it came from, but it always seemed to stem from this question of what's next. So even from a young age, I was always just thinking maybe once I go to college or once I get a job, then I'll be able to figure things out, but it never happened. And so there was the seed of an idea that I actually got from Stephen Covey's book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People.
Amazing book.
And that started this path in my life where I started to develop this framework that I used in my personal career. And I saw a lot of results. And so I developed it into what became the I Got This framework. And the I of that stands for the ideal. And I learned that when you start with a vision of the type of person that you want to become, and then you learn how to use the right goal setting to bring that into what you're doing today, it can really help. So I had a successful career in the logistics industry, but what really got me excited, I was able to use it to lose 80 pounds and complete an Ironman triathlon. So I knew that there were ways that I could use it in other areas of my life. But then when I started to help other people with it, because they saw my results and I saw it impact them too, like my mom was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer and she was given a few months to live. And so she used this framework to try to have as much joy as she could in her remaining days. But she was actually able to fight back against the cancer and is still alive 4 years later. So I knew that there was something physical related to how this framework works. So I started this actually in 2020 when COVID hit and my trucking company slowed down. And I started to get a degree in psychology from Harvard in their industrial organizational psychology program. And I learned that the neuroscience of the brain matches a lot of the ideas I'd seen in my own life. So what The Ideal Life is and what this book is teaching the lessons that I've learned in my own experience and in my studies at Harvard to refine a framework that coaches can use to help people learn how to harness the stress in their life and to be able to experience more joy.
That's amazing. And now, if you were to define what the ideal life, like that term, what would you say that is?
So you might look at the ideal life as living the perfect life, something like that. But it's really about having a vision for the type of person you want to become at the end of your life, and then saying, how today am I making one step towards becoming that vision? So the ideal life isn't about having the perfect life. It's about being able to make the most out of what you have, knowing that you're always just trying to become a little bit better version of yourself, living towards the ideal, not actually reaching it.
And now, Coach Brett, you are part of the coaching community at The Ideal Life. Can you speak to that and also the other resources that The Ideal Life offers?
Yeah, so I was able to join the community, which I'm super excited, and the book's coming out next week, so it's really exciting. I needed a platform to be able to use to enhance working with clients, and this is exactly what I needed. So I'm looking at how do I help people set their goals. I didn't have a framework. I was just kind of building it on my own. And I actually went through the I Got This workshop in November, and it transformed the way I thought about goal setting. I thought I really knew, and this has really changed the way that I look at it.
And now this book is coming out soon. What does this book consist of? Is it the framework?
It is not the step-by-step framework. It is the why behind it, so that people can use the ideas in the book and understand why the framework works and how to apply it in their own life. And we're really excited about next week. So we've got a big Times Square billboard reveal through Forbes. We're just really excited about the movement that we're creating. People like Brett and what they're doing in the world. We've got a clothing line with artists. We have over 68 designs that people can go and buy clothes like the one I'm wearing. We are the big sponsor of the Charleston Battery here. We worked with them and helped them go to the championship game last year through some of the coaching we did. So we're just really excited about the impact we're able to make in the community, and hopefully we can do a lot more of that this year.
Yeah, that's absolutely incredible. And now, so The Ideal Life, this is, we're in the baby steps, but it seems like you really have formed an amazing business that it hopes to grow for the future, and it definitely seems like it will. Where will people be able to purchase this?
The best place right now is on Amazon. So we are available for pre-order today if you just search The Ideal Life, and that will be available to ship starting next Tuesday.
And theideallife.com?
Theideallife.com.
Okay,
and that's
perfect.
where you can come, and if you are an individual looking to learn the framework, we have workshops that you can sign up for today. And also, if you are a coach who work with others, you can join our community and learn how to use these resources in your own practice.
That's incredible. Mark, Brett, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
We're back after the break.